Hello, I'm Dennis Smith. Commercial cellar fires are among the most difficult to deal with, frequently necessary to move through great heat and smoke to reach the seat of the fire. And if it becomes necessary to retreat back up the stairs, it's most likely that high heat and dense smoke conditions will be found near the floor ceiling. Overcrowding of stock is common. Partitioning of basements is unpredictable. There may be partial walls which do not go all the way to the ceiling, which cause heat and smoke to spread rapidly throughout large areas. Cellar fires are often in unoccupied areas, causing a delayed discovery, which may be a more advanced fire upon arrival. While there are indirect methods for extinguishing a cellar fire, none is as effective as a timely, aggressive interior attack on the seat of the flame. Of course, if the building has sprinklers, it's important to make certain the system is applied and that water is already reaching the fire area prior to entry. In this presentation, however, we'll follow a cellar fire operation in a building with no sprinkler system.
Engine one's on location. We have a two-story building, a smoke shower. Ladder two's on location, main entrance of the building. The shelf in a two-story commercial establishment. As first-aid companies prepare to make entry, the officer in charge questions the building occupant to ascertain vital information. How to get into the basement, if any occupants are still in the building, and what stock or hazards firefighters are likely to find. These experienced firefighters know that cellar fires produce more heat because of greater fuel load in confined areas. Therefore, they approach the fire with hose line no less than 4 inches diameter. They'll need sufficient hose to reach all corners of the cellar, in and around stock and partitions. Firefighters are prepared to don their face pieces just prior to entering the smoky interior. To do so earlier, waste the tank's limited supply of air. Meanwhile, the ladder company opens and closes the building's top front windows to improve visibility within. To the showroom entrance also opened to assist in clearing the first floor area. To save time and energy, the cellar team stretches the line to the top of the stairway. And just before they descend the basement stairs, the line will be charged and bled. The firefighters will need plenty of room on the stairway. Therefore, they move up approximately to the first floor level. This reduces the fuel load and ensures a clear way out of the cellar.
Ready to go down.
1041, we've got a team on the first floor. We're getting ready to give you some cellar ventilation. It will remain on the stairs at ceiling levels with a hose line and to monitor heat buildup on the exit route. This firefighter is also designated to limit the number of other firefighters entering the cellar. If the heat becomes excessive, or he notices anything unusual about the building's stability, he'll alert the men in the basement. As other companies arrive, a second team of firefighters picks up a position at the top of the stairs with a charged protective line. It can be used to cover any extension to the surrounding first floor area, but its primary purpose is to help ensure that the cellar team exit safely if conditions force their retreat. This is the chief. The DG that a water marshal's office has been. Members performing ladder company functions have been busy supporting the cellar operation. A pair of firefighters with hand-talkies dispatched to roof skylights and scuttle covers to prevent more. They should also check for signs of in suspended ceilings and cot lofts. Inside the building, a second ladder team prepares to open up the first floor in search of fire extension. They take time to move any merchandise or stock which is blocking access to the wall, or which may ignite when the wall is finally opened. Again, a hose team with a charged protective line is standing by to prevent fire extension to the first floor. Then make sure you move those cardboard boxes from the window before you cut the hole in the floor. The second ladder team has been ordered to cut a hole in the floor over the fire. They choose an area at the front of the store, near a window, but not by a door. The team removes any boxes or merchandise from the area that may hinder the operation or ignite radiant heat. Once the window has been opened or removed, an exhaust fan is placed into position. It will aid in venting gases and limit smoke buildup on the first floor. The firefighter assigned to operate the power shaft begins to cut the hole, making sure it's big enough to provide adequate ventilation. It's important to locate the hole in an area that won't obstruct movement in and out of the building. It will roll back as a precautionary measure. Fiber threads could easily jam the power supply, delaying the ventilation operation. As the fire team advances toward the fire, the heat and smoke must have some place to go. It's up to these laddermen to provide it. This may also be accomplished by opening some windows, sidewalk delivery doors, or any opening to the basement. The charged protective line can be used to prevent fire extension to the first floor via the vent hole. But it should not be used to extinguish the cellar fire from above. Such an opposing hose line situation would force heat and smoke back into the basement, quickly driving the cellar team out. An efficient, well-coordinated operation. The firefighters waited to open the nozzle until they saw the visible fire. They cooled the hot combustible gases at the ceiling level first, and extinguished the seat of the fire. Let's go over some of the important lessons we can learn from this fire. First, A hose diameter of at least 1.75 inches is the least when commencing a cellar operation. Fires in commercial buildings can spread very rapidly, and it's better to have more water when needed than too little. Whenever size up indicates it's possible, try to stretch dry hose as far as you can, and only then charge the line. Remember, this calls for communication between the nozzle man and the pump operator. Fire can necessitate long and difficult hose stretches. Needlessly pulling a charged line in a building only saps the energies of the firefighters and places great demands on the limited air supply in the cylinders. Second, make sure the basement stairway is clear of obstructions. If the stairwell is littered with stock, carry it upwards to the first floor, where it will be out of the way in the event emergency egress becomes necessary. Third, someone should remain on the basement stairs to help feed hose line and to monitor heat buildup on the team's escape route. This experienced firefighter wisely keeps one glove off to help him gauge any temperature fluctuations. As long as there are firefighters in the school, a charged protective line must be available to help ensure their pass back to the first floor. The protective line can be used to prevent extension of the fire within the walls or through the vent hole, but its primary function is protective lives of the people in the basement. As a general rule, the primary attack line should always be kept moving. If it cannot advance, it should be backed up with another line. If two lines are still inadequate, back out and try an alternate means, such as the use of distributors, pipes, and high expansion foam. High-X foam attack, when properly employed, is an effective means of reducing physical punishment to firefighting crews. However, a hose line attack is always necessary for final extinguishment of the flames after the foam has been applied. Obviously, if floor collapse appears even remotely possible, it's time to get everyone out of the building. Sixth, always vent the area opposite the engine company's vents. This floor was opened up, and heat had nowhere to go except over the cellar team and up the basement stairway. The firefighters only have to escape. It's up to the ladder company to give the engine company some way to vent the heat and combustible gases out of the building. 7. Remember that all fires have 6 sides. Back, right, top, and bottom. Look for extension into adjoining cellars via pump openings or key vents, which may abut each other. The fire might even have started in an adjoining cellar. 8. It's clear that engine and ladder company operations are mutually supported. Ladder company operations must be coordinated with the progress of the engine company toward the state of the fire. Without this vent, the engine company would have a losing battle. Likewise, the venting of the smoke through the roof contributed significantly to the swift extinguishment of the fire. Communication is the key. The individual efforts of all the firefighters must be coordinated so that each is aware of what is being done throughout the building. Lieutenant, engine 1 at 1610. Firefighting situation is different, and experience is, of course, the best teacher. A timely critique of every operation helps ensure that the company's performance is constantly upgraded. As each firefighter shares his experiences and suggestions with his colleagues, everyone benefits, and everyone's safety in future fires is enhanced.